This year has been different, challenging, and sometimes difficult for most of us. But for me, I would like to thank 2020. With all that has happened this year, there's nothing else that I could be but thankful. I've worked really, really hard to be where I am today. And for the most part, I did it not necessarily by myself, but pretty much alone. But this year, it really showed me how much the people that love you, the people that are worth your time, the people that are in your corner will be in your corner no matter what happens. Sometimes it's hard to see through all of the negativity surrounding us. Sometimes I tend to forget the good things that have happened, but really looking back, this year has been, it's been good. I've had love, might have lost it, might have been painful, but it's painful because there was something good and real there. And there's nothing I'm gonna take away from that particular relationship other than good lessons that people can still see the beauty in you. There is somebody out there that will see the beauty in you. I still have my friends. I even talk to my friends even more now. We're able to do really fun activities. I was still able to develop and cultivate my hobby, my passion, my art form. More importantly, I'm still learning more and having fun doing so. I changed jobs, and though I miss the people that I worked with in my previous job, I'm challenged in a way more positive way. I may be working harder, I may be working longer, but I am enriched by all the things that I am learning, making a difference, doing something that matters just a little bit more, and seeing the fruits of my labor, being a bigger part on the mechanism that moves this world around. And the funny thing is, I started this year with my family. I celebrated the new year in the presence of the most important people in my entire life. And to some people that's regular, but not to me. I'm 8,000 miles away from my family, and it takes a lot of resources and a lot of time to go home. And I was able to do that. And reflecting upon it, it was half amazing and half painful. How much I've missed my nephews growing up, how much I wasn't there when my parents were struggling through different sort of health things. But they're still there. I was able to spend so much quality time. And around this time last year, it took a 17-hour flight to go home to the Philippines. But since I don't go home a lot, my family and I took it an opportunity for me to meet my grandmother that I haven't seen in over a decade. At first, I was a little annoyed. I don't get a lot of vacation, and I had to take a long flight, take a 17-hour flight, rest for a night, take another 14-hour drive just to get to the province of my dad to meet my grandmother. But after all of that, I can't thank my dad enough to have really pushed to do that trip, to really see my 90-year-old grandmother one more time, just in case I don't get to see her again. Seeing her life, seeing a different side of my family, the nephews and nieces, the cousins that I don't see at all, even in such a short trip, taught me a lot. And my dad having driven more than 20 hours in the span of a day and a half just to get us from the northern province, my dad's province, back down to where we were celebrating our New Year's. Spending that much time with my dad was pretty cool too. Somebody that I admire the most. He has the quiet strength and humility that I will never have. And I'm very lucky to have gotten even just a little bit of his hard work. That was a good trip. It's a difficult trip, it's good. And remembering last year, got to celebrate it with my family, got to buy fireworks, we got to pop them, got to spend time with my nephews and eat good food. And even though all we did was hang out, and eat, and hang out some more and eat. It was precious. Got to be with my mom. I wasn't there when she was recovering through all of her sickness. I wasn't there when my nephews have been winning math awards and doing their ballet recitals. I've been away for so long, and being there with them reminded me of that fact. But at the same time, it reminded me that they're never far away. I look at how my mom can be the matriarch of everybody's family, and it pushes me every day until now to do just a little bit better, to do her proud, to hopefully make an impact like she has in so many lives. I look at my sister, who has now 3 wonderful boys, how she's grown her family in love, how they're good students, good artists, good people. And how I miss the days when we were kids playing with all of our neighbors. I got to spend a few days with my bestest best friends in the entire world in a rest house, doing nothing, watching movies, playing video games, eating, watching YouTube clips. That vacation gave me enough happiness to last me through this weird year. You know, my friends who took time off work, took time off their family to drive out, just spend a little time to catch up. I can never thank them enough for that. And I cannot wait to go home and do it again. This has been a weird year. It's been difficult. It's been long. Summers were hot, trapped in your apartment, and winters long, cold. But I'm just so thankful that even though that, and I usually say this, how unlucky I am in everything, except for the things that matter the most. Friends and family. To my New York brothers and sisters here. Luce, I couldn't have done half the artistic things without your support and ridicule, your critiques. And to Anne and our family, I'm so glad that we spent that much time together. It really reminded me how to be loved properly. Co-workers, the OG P&G team, the Quorum, I'm so glad, so lucky to have known a working environment conducive to love and friendship feels like and look like. All the cool stuff that we've done, the challenges that we went through together. I know that with a bit of hard work and a bit of time, we can do anything with work because we did it before, together. My brothers, my Saturday morning and your Saturday evening Zooms give me life. Having known you guys for decades, I consider it an honor to see you guys grow, see your families grow, and still be the same stupid ass dudes like we were back in high school. Arnie, Mark, Dan, Ed, Powell. We don't talk a lot, but whenever we do, it's just so fun. It's good to know there's still real, true love out there. True brotherly love. Of course, Chubax. You know how much I love you. You're my soulmate. No amount of distance in the world can separate our stupidity. I cannot wait to do more stupid shit as long as we both live. Tini, for raising such strong, wonderful, God-fearing boys. Magnus, Elroy, and Maui. Don't be too much of a headache to your parents and your grandparents. Ate, I miss and love you. I missed so much of the boys growing up, and I missed so much of you changing and growing, but I'll always be here. And I'm thankful that you always are as well. And to the most wonderful parents in the world, always know that as long as I'm alive, I'll be trying my hardest to do you proud. We'll never be able to thank you enough and repay you for all the things that you've done for us. But we'll try. Thank you all for giving me a good year. thank you for giving me a good life. It's not the easiest being this far away. It's been a wild year, but even if the next year, the year after, is twice, 3 times, 4 times more difficult than this year was, I always know I can get through everything because I have all you guys. So thank you, and I love you, and we'll talk soon. Happy New Year.